Hi, I'm here with Megan. She's our colon hydrotherapist. Is that how you say it?
Yes, INHC certified.
Okay, great. And she's going to be doing my hydrotherapy today. So we'll let her explain a little bit about what that means.
Okay. So what you experience today will be different the next time and the time after that. Every time you do colonic, it's completely different. It has everything to do with what's going on in your world. So there's no such thing as a bad colonic. It can be uncomfortable, and I'll go through all the scenarios and that. But just know that what you experience will always be different. So if you came back tomorrow, it'll be different than today. The first one's always a little tricky because you don't know what to expect. Your autonomic system's a little bit nervous. So the first one's always a little bit kind of nervous, but hopefully I'll get everything figured out with you and I'll show you all the scenarios. So what you do, and the reason why you do colonics, as you saw in that video, is to hydrate and to break up waste matter. That's all I'm doing, is hydrating and disposable. Even though this won't even touch you, it's still disposable, okay? So what happens is, I do repeat things, so don't feel like you have to memorize everything, okay? So what happens is I put this on here, I unwrap this, I'll put this on here. I won't do this till before we begin because I kind of touch this a lot. So pretend. I start it up, I lube this up, and then I leave the room. Now I'm you. You're going to just take a fresh glove, you just need one, and you're going to take the Surgilube. This comes from my closed system experience because that speculum was so big. But you're going to take this lube, you're going to put it on your finger, and you're going to reach behind, you're going to put your finger in your rectum. By doing that, you're relaxing these sphincter muscles. So when you get on here, you don't have to be so, because this is what they use for the closed system, and it just helps relaxing those muscles, okay? So that's up to you, all right? So I have some guys from Boulder that don't do that, they just get right on. It's really up to you, but just know those muscles are tight, so that's why I do this. Otherwise, petroleum jelly from Natural Grocers is great. So I put this on there anyway. So you can use this on your finger if you want, or you don't have to do that. That's up to you. You're going to grab a hold of this and you're going to pull this up. All right? This is a far infrared mat, amethyst crystals and tourmaline crystals for detoxification. So you need to pull this up so it's out of the way. And then you're going to grab a hold of this and you're going to slide onto here. Now in that video, I said inch and a half. I need you to get on about this much, okay? Your rectum's 4 to 7 inches long, so it's completely safe. Your poop's bigger than that. I just don't need you way up here because that doesn't feel very good. And I don't want you way at the tip because that doesn't feel good because it's kind of a ball. Yeah. So you kind of naturally fall into position because of the way this system's designed. Now, you're going to take this sheet, open it up, and drape yourself. All right? And then you're ready to page me. You take that button, you're going to push that, and now I'm going to come in. So now I come in, okay? So you're all set. I'll come in, I'll bring you that black bench right next to you. I put a massager on it. I'll put this ozone lamp that's right at the edge of there. So, because it's great for your thyroid. Some people like to hold on to it. So it's more, for sinus infections and stuff. So say you have like a little coffee table. Okay. If you need your cell phone, you can have access to it. It's just right here. It's all set up. Okay. This towel right here, it can be for your head. Or you can use this pillow if you want, okay? So that's what these are here for, okay? Situated just like this. So what's going to happen is the water's going to start flowing in. And whenever you have that urge, you're just going to kind of push and go. What happens is your muscles are going to open up. You're going to go around the tube, down the drain, through the viewing tube, and you can see what's coming out of you right here, okay? So let's talk about
that. But the object is to keep it in as long or as much.
No, you want to get no, not initially. Initially, you want to get that rhythm. You want to know that you have control. So you
let it go whenever you feel the urge to let it go.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
You can play that game by holding it.
Yeah.
After a while, but we're here to get everything out, right? Yeah. So we kind of got to get that rhythm going, and then you can play that game for sure, absolutely. But I mean, it's just that first film release is a little tricky because you've never done this. So that first film release can be a little tricky.
Mm-hmm. I've done coffee enemas. Okay. I've done enemas at home.
Okay, great.
But I can't hold them very long.
They're hard. It's hard.
I can't. I'm really wimpy
when it comes it's hard. It's hard. And then you got to jump up, and if you hit your head, and you got to. That's what's so beautiful about this system. You don't have to go anywhere. Yeah. That's what's so great. Yeah. Okay. So, but let's talk about the first film release. There's an easy scenario. The water's going to come in. You release like, oh, okay, I get it. It's like the ocean. The water comes in, and you release. The water comes in, and you release. The water's always flowing in, but as you release, it's giving it the wave action. It comes in, and you release. The beauty about this system is you can pee, you can push, and you can fart. You can't do that in a closed system because that speculum's going to come flying out, okay?
Oh,
so it will, because you can't. You have to really relax in that. So that's the easy scenario of that first fill and release. Now I'm going to give you a difficult a hard, you're going to have that first film release. So I'm going to give you a hard scenario. The water's coming in. The water's coming in. Oh my God, I feel like I'm going to blow up. Oh, what do I do? And I'm going to say, barrel down and go. And as soon as you release, you will have that aha moment. It's just that first fill and release because you never have done that and you got to get those sensories to register. So
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
you'll
kind of
have
like
that.
peeing standing up or running.
Right, yeah.
Which marathon runners do.
Right.
When I ran marathons, I had to pee while running, and it was like, this is not natural. You have to really think about doing that.
That's how, So I don't think you'll have that one, but you never know, okay? Now, so that first film, release, as soon as I might tell you to barrel down and go, and as soon as you release, you will have that aha moment. It's like, oh, okay.
Is
now
it
I
better
get it.
not to bear down? Is it better just to let it
I'm just getting that
happen?
first film release. I'm just trying to get that release going so I know you have control. That's all I'm looking for, is making sure you get it, okay? All right. So, the beauty about this system, and the reason why hospitals like this system, is you're not binded to this. If you had to, you could pull off. Now, I've never needed anybody to panic and pull off, but I'm not going to say never. I've had people need to turn it off and release, turn it off, and maybe even have to get off and release. We're not in charge. Don't let your mind be in charge. Let your body be in charge, okay? So listen to your body. If your body says to sit up, sit up. And then if we have to, then we just get back on. That's the beauty about this system. So just let that work like that, okay?
So that's going to stay in. That's not leaving unless I pull it out. It's staying in.
It stays in. Now, that's a good question. A lot of people will say, well, can I push this out? No, you can't push this out. But if you move around, moving around a little bit, it can fall out. If it falls out, then you have to say, aha, I need to get on deeper, okay? You want to get on, okay?
Yeah.
But if you have to get off because your poop is so big and it's not getting around and it's really uncomfortable and you got to go, then you just got to go back on, okay? So it can't push out, but if you're moving around, it can fall out, and if it does, it's, aha, I need to get on deeper. Now, I want to show you a couple of positions. This is comfortable. This is comfortable. Some breathing arms is comfortable. I want you to move a little bit. It will help with the releasing, or it can help with possible cramping, okay? Now, and this is where I say, if it falls out when you're doing this kind of stuff, you got to say, okay, I need to be on deeper, because you want to get this water in to your colon. Enemas only work in the sigmoid lower area. One of these is 30 enemas. So the enema only works down here. We're trying to get as far as we can, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, in the video, it said 8 to 10 gallons. Yeah, I'd say 10, 12, 14, 16. I got you here. Let's have a good session. Colorado's a very dry state. It might take you a gallon before you start seeing anything, okay? So, so there's no rush. That's why I have a huge following, okay? So in the video, it says 35 minutes. It's 45, 55 minutes. Again, I got you here. Let's have a good session, okay? So, there's 3 kinds of colonics. Type 1, okay? You got 4.5 to 6 feet of colon. That's from here to the door. That's a lot of pockets. Type 1 colonic is the water's coming in and you're releasing. The water's coming in and you're releasing. You're just kind of massaging, and I might poke.
Are you
prod.
massaging too?
You're going to listen to your body and kind of work it, and then I might poke and prod, but you got the fingers and you're going to have the sensation, so you're going to kind of work it a little bit, but I'll poke and prod. Okay?
Because I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So.
Type 1, you got 4.5 to 6 feet. So type 1 colonic is the water's coming in, you're releasing. This is awesome. I love this system. I can sit on here all day. I'm not cramping. This is great, okay? Type 2 kind of colonic is, oh my gosh, I'm really cramping. And wherever you're cramping, you're going to use these or that massager. You're going to jab at that. And that'll help expedite that release, and that cramping will subside. What's causing the cramping is water's coming in, peristalsis are acting up, toxins can be flowing out, so you're just kind of like, working, okay? Type 3 colonic is, I can't wait till this is over. And to this day, after getting them for 30 years, I'll still have one of those. It has everything to do with what's going on in your world. Stress, heartache, knee ache, every nerve ending in our entire body ends in our gut. And this is why people are sick. So there's no such thing as a bad colonic, but it can be uncomfortable. Now, another thing is, a really cool thing to do is I'll double my hand up and being light to the touch, clockwise. This is great for gas. I'm just going around just like this. This will help with gas. It can help with peristalsis, and it just feels so good. So
Does it allow the water to get further?
if you want to do that, you're going to go the opposite direction, okay? So when you go clockwise, your colon works like this, clockwise. And then every once in a while you might go reverse, and that
Okay.
can help, okay?
Yeah.
But I'll kind of poke right here and let it flex your areas and stuff like that. Okay, okay? And you can lie here for a second, but whenever you're ready, you're going to sit in this vertical crunch position. This is your toilet. I don't have another toilet in that closet. I wish I did, but I don't. So this is your toilet. So take it as long as you need. This is how we're supposed to sit when we go, like cavemen. We're supposed
Right.
to squat.
That's
So
how they do
this
it
is
in
what's so
Asia.
great. So you're gonna kind of do, maybe rock it a little bit. You might even like, oh my gosh, that was awesome. Kind of stretch, whatever. Just take as long as you need, okay? You're just trying to get all the water out. You can pee in this position. You can poop a lot in this position, okay? So just take as long as you need. And then before I leave, I'll set this temperature. You're gonna use a bidet.
Okay.
So when I leave,
And you're gonna remind me of all this. Right?
yeah, I'll remind you. So you just wash yourself off. So you're just as clean as when you got off as when you got on, okay? So right where you're sitting, I'm gonna set up some wipes. You're gonna turn, give it a second, all right? Like, okay, I feel like I can get off. Give it a second because that twisting
yeah.
can trigger something,
Yeah.
okay? And you're gonna stand up and you're gonna grab a wipe and you're bending, you're twisting, you're wiping, you're reaching scenario. Uh-oh, I gotta go again.
Get back on.
Throw that wipe away, side set it back on. It doesn't mean that you're gonna have the runs or anything like that for the rest of the
No, I
day,
know.
but
It's
listen
like
to your body.
an
So-
enema.
So if you walk into your car and you think I gotta go, come back in. Don't ignore those sensations,
Yeah.
okay? So far so good?
Okay. Look.
Yeah, this
Let's
is
go
your
over there
flow
and
of
see.
water. So it's very effective, right? So it's FDA approved. It's about 1 pound of water per square inch. It's the same amount of water that they use on a closed system, okay? So when that light's on, it's flowing. So go ahead and turn that off, just so you can feel it. So no, you can always turn it off. Why would you turn this off? Oh, just stop. Give me a second. Whoa, let me work with what I got. Just kind of stop, listen to your body, and then whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and turn it back on. So go ahead and turn it back on. And then you just turn it back on, okay?
Okay.
So let me turn it off from here. So,
Okay, Kassy, how do you feel about this as you
I'm-
start this procedure?
I'm excited, but I am a little nervous.
What makes you nervous?
The fact that there's a lot of things that made me nervous.
Did you feel like
Mainly
you
the
felt
feeling-
confident in what she said?
Yeah, I think the feeling of not knowing, like, when it fills up, that scares me. Because I've had enemas before, and that feeling of, like, when it's full, it's like, I have to go now. That scares me. But I'm glad I have an off switch. Okay,
And
now
I feel safe about the system, like she explained it very
Yeah.
thoroughly.
it seems like it's pretty
A lot of safety precautions.
safe and clean and all that.
that's air.
It's air.
Good.
I'm letting it go.
Good.
Oh, let it go.
Yeah, that song, huh?
Oh my gosh, it's really, you're right. It's like unnatural to let it go. It's
Yeah.
like, it makes me feel like I shouldn't be doing this.
So you feel it? I can feel a little bit.
So should I just be relaxing the whole time?
Well, sometimes you're gonna have to help push it out, and sometimes it just flows out like diarrhea. It just depends on.
Trying to be comfortable here.
How are you
It's actually
feeling?
not bad. It's not terribly uncomfortable, but I do feel like I have to push something out.
We're 9-year-old lady that.
Oh gosh, did I just push the thing out?
Good. See. Can
So her poop looks good?
so far. Poop is good all the time, right?
Oh my gosh. So okay.
This is definitely
So when you do an enema, the goal is to hold it and so that it will get up as far as it can go. But I feel like since I'm releasing all the time, then I'm not really doing what I need to be doing.
I just want you to kind of listen to your body
It's kind
and
of
not
like a
use
trial.
mine so much. You got to relax your brain because it's. So initially, I just want to make sure you get it
Okay.
now, and you're releasing, so you don't want to see. Can you see?
Yeah.
So it's just dirty water, which is good. Now, what I want you to do is lift your butt up like a pelvic bridge.
Do I use my arms?
Yeah, use your legs.
Oh, use my legs,
Yeah.
but not my arms?
Well, you can use your arms too. Pelvic bridge, lift it up. Okay. I did a cultured whey cleanse. It was like it was like a 5-day cleanse. And what it did, was what it did was
Oh, seriously, I'm not going to put all this stuff on my website.
yeah, no. Did colonics for 20. And then I turn the lights up. You're going to back out that speculum, sit up in that vertical crunch position.
Right.
And then this is,
And then clean it.
yeah, well, you're not going to, this is to begin
No,
for
but-
yourself.
right.
So this is here, and then you just kind of spray against yourself, and then, you know, here's your wipes, and then just throw the wipes in the garbage can,
Okay.
okay?